Welcome everyone, welcome to a new preview. This is MetalCanyon and we will be previewing a game by Laker Studio, or is it Laker? I really don't quite know, so I do apologize about that. A game called Isbarah, or Isbarah, or Isbarah. I don't know. I just called it Isbarah because it sort of sounds exotic and interesting. The first journey. The studio is a tiny little studio creating this game, and in essence it is a bullet hell platformer inspired by the Japanese bullet hell games. I've already played through what chapters and levels it has to offer, so I'm going to just show you a little bit of this. This is just the tutorial. So what happens is, it's a bullet hell platformer, as I said, but you don't really play through levels, except do the bosses. Does that make sense? There is nothing you can do as far as platforming go, except fight bosses. So if all you want to do in platforming games is fight bosses, then this is the game for you. You get this little sort of comic style storyline. I mean, the storyline was nothing really special. Don't accept a best-selling novel to be read over here. But on the up part, on the positive side, the art is quite nice. It's certainly very reminiscent of Japanese art styles and so on and so forth. I'm not really familiar with anime too much, but I do believe it has some of those vibes. So basically, we're playing Iria over here. She's a young daughter of a god, which we saw before, this guy. This is the god. He's just called God, apparently. He's our father. And she has been given various powers to fight these evildoers in the realm of existence. And you do this by basically smashing them to bits with your sword and by using all these interesting cannons against them. So here we go. This is us. Despite being the daughter of a god, we're tiny compared to the boss over here. Now, you remember what I was saying about the bullet hell? This is it. Now this, of course, is only the very first boss after the introduction. So you can't actually expect this level to be hugely problematic. But as you can see, we have these guns over here. And as far as I could see in the game so far, this is what you do. Every boss contains 2 phases. Times 2. I know that doesn't make much sense at the moment, but the first phase contains the boss and you running about, him trying to kill you. Well, that's contained in every phase. But the first phase consists of getting these things operational, these weird guns. I don't really know why they're here, but they're there and they want you to... Ouch, I just stepped through the boss, that was stupid. We have 3 hearts, so I can get hit one more time without dying. So, to activate these, you have to use your sort of dash ability. There we go. And now I have to stay in the middle of the... Oh, bloody hell, what am I doing? In the middle of this circle to power it up with your crystal energy. There we go. That was 1 hit. We need to get the other 2 operational. Now these ones are quite easy over here. You just stay here, and that's it. The others are a little more difficult to follow, especially when the bosses are firing all kinds of bullets at you. But it was never too much of a problem. Now this is the second phase of a boss, and as I said, every boss has these 2 phases. And this just means that you have to avoid all of this stuff that's being thrown at you, all of these energy balls, while staying in this circle. As you can see, there's another circle filling up here, and according to the story, you're trying to stop their spell with this. So it takes this long to stop the spell, and when it's done, you can attack the boss. Now, you also get score for being very close. As you can see, Grace plus 33, very close to these energy projectiles and so on. And now when the spell will be ended, I can jump over to him and hit him. You don't have to do anything but just dash over the boss. Iria will attack him automatically. And we're back to phase 1. Now, as I said, every boss has 2 health. So you hit him twice like that and he's done. If you play on hard mode, they will have 3 health. Now, that might not seem much over here, but later on when the bosses get quite much nastier, it might be a bit of a problem. So anyway, how are the controls? Well, the controls are fairly accurate. You know, there's no momentum with moving left and right. There is a bit of floatiness when you're jumping, so you can jump just a little bit or a little bit more, you know, depending on how long you're pressing the W button or whatever you've bound to the jump button. So that could perhaps use a little bit of work, but then again, yeah, well, I'll have to jump out of that one. There we go. Ooh, don't want to jump that way. But yeah, the game gets quite a bit crazier later on in the levels, so don't expect this to be the rule. I will actually show you one of the later bosses. Right, there we go, and get him. Come on. No. Ah, I failed. Oh no, I didn't. What happened? Wait a second. Is it not necessary to get him? Because I do know that hitting the boss actually gets you a heart. You know, it replenishes your health a little bit. I like that face over there. Yeah, we did it. But yeah, is it not actually necessary to get them at the end? These bubbles are also funny on the loading screen. And then you get to more of the storyline. And then you go to the next boss. I'll just skip this. We'll go to the level selection and I will show you one of the tougher bosses. Actually, the next boss is kind of cool. I want to show you that one. Bing, bing. There's really no point in clicking, but yeah, it gives you something to do, I guess. Yeah, chapter 1, this designless thing, which comes from a different dimension where this god doesn't actually have any control over. Yeah, sure, let's try hard mode. This has 3 lives. Impossible! No. Don't forget, you can switch to normal mode if hard mode is too difficult for you. Alright, what is that? It's a horrible thing. Right, so this is one of the only, at the moment, and the current, you know, demo of the game, monstrous things you can fight. There it is. Unfortunately, it does have the same sort of idea, you know. Although these things are definitely different. You can slow the time by holding down left shift to get through these balls of energy over here, for example, like this. You know, you can dash away. Now this boss is a little different, even though I said that it's very similar to what happens. But yeah, you have this sort of phase where you have to get through a maze of things just in order to be able to fight it. There we go. You have to collect all these things, whatever they are. And now we actually fight the boss. There we go. So once again, we have to get its shield down first. No. Ow! And then we will get to the next phase, to the second phase. I believe this one actually does have 3 phases where you have to go through the maze again, but I'm not entirely sure, I can't remember. There we go. And then it sort of changes to something else. And we have a lot of nasty stuff coming. So, yeah. Ow! I just stepped into one of those. That was stupid. I was not paying attention. So you can see that the boss over there is spazzing out. And, yeah, shooting all these bullets at us. You don't have to be in the circle. Even if you step outside, it's not a problem. It just means that the timer for the interruption will not actually be rolling on. So you won't be interrupting it. So you want to stay in the middle, because the boss will not relent. He will just continue attacking you with as many bullets as possible. There we go. Now I have to get there. Hit it. There we go. We've regained a health. Heart thingy. Oh yeah, so we get back to this maze again. I like it how it's looking at us from there. Now later on, I will show you, you also get another ability. So now currently we can dash, we can, you know, slow down time, but later on you also get the ability to make sort of platforms of energy. So let's get through this, which is kind of neat and sometimes a little confusing. I will show you. I'm not very good at platformers, so don't really take my, you know... Oh, I didn't actually get to that one. Come on, there you go. Don't take my gameplay as proof of how difficult the game is, because it does get quite difficult. Come on, there we go. And let's turn on this one as well. Just need to stay in the circle. There we go. Now we're to the second phase again, or third phase in this case. We need to stay in the circle, and there's lots of stuff coming towards us. So I'm just gonna try to stay up here. Ah. It wants to spike us. I don't want that. Thank you. Lots of... Ow! Oh, I didn't actually get hit. That's interesting. I could have sworn I stepped on that. Now it's spazzing out for real. I need to get away from that. So yeah, at the moment it just, you know, the game just comprises of dodging the projectiles. I mean, that is what the game is about, but later on, as I said, you do get another ability that you have to use. It's not optional. And now I have a very short amount of time to get to him. It's slash him. Now that was the second life, if you will. And now we have another one we have to take care of. So where do we go? Let's go down here. Bink. We have to go through this to open something. Don't really know where these faces are coming from, but these things are called the designless. So they are just, you know, weird things. Whoa! I didn't actually notice. There's a whole bunch of fire down there. Now, you might have noticed me jump twice there. I can't do it more than twice. If you could see, like this, over here we have these dash buttons. They have to recharge. So you can't just keep... Oh, there's a platform there. Never mind. I thought I would have to dash twice over that. Never mind. Alright, so let's get the boss again. Turn on all of these things. Follow the cannon. Shoot it! Charge up the next one. Ooh. And then charge up the last one. I mean, yes, the game is quite repetitive. The bosses, you know, the differences in them are mostly cosmetic, at least in appearance anyway. But stuff like this is kind of interesting, you know. Every boss has different attacks. This one has these spiky attacks, plus the projectiles, of course. And I just got hit twice. That's not good. One more and I'm dead. And I am dead. I can continue once, but then I will have to restart the whole boss. So that will not be very nice. That's very rude. How the hell am I supposed to get away from that, from there? That was not nice. Let's get away from it. The interruption is still building up. And I couldn't actually jump above that line. That was interesting. Right, and now we can hit it. And we did this on hard mode. As you can see, it didn't actually replenish our health. There we go. We finished that one. But as I've said, the game is quite repetitive. This is all you do, you know. You charge up cannons. You avoid all the projectiles. You completed the battle in full mode. You avoid the projectiles, and then you have about 3 seconds or so to get to the boss and slash him, or at least dash past him. It was tough. Let me select the last boss, which is sort of even more difficult, and we'll try to do it on hard as well. Come on, come on. There you go. Chapter 2. Oh. It's actually a question mark, because you don't know what's coming over there. There's Jackal. This guy is funny. Look at him. He's like a death skull thing with shades. Right, let's go for Jackal. Start battle. I will skip the storyline if you're interested in that. But yeah, let me finally finish my bloody sentence. Even though the game is repetitive, you just dodge the bullets, you charge up the cannons, and you know, smash the enemies. It is kind of satisfying in a way. Despite the slight wooliness or, you know, floatiness of the jumps, the character is fairly controllable. You never really sort of think like, oh my god, I'm fighting my character just to move it somewhere. That's not an issue in this game. But again, this is obviously a bullet hell platformer. Oh, I didn't actually charge that one up. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. We now have this ability to make these energy bridges, which basically means that if you're in a spot where you can't escape, which happens often, you use the bridge. You can also step on it, of course, and it will block all the stuff around. Oh, I have to turn that on. Just following it. I could just place an energy bridge over there and step on it, but the energy bridges, or energy whatever you want to call them, lines, don't stay there forever. So you can jump on any platform through it, you know, jump from the bottom through it and on top of it, and of course pressing down, just like in the Mario games, you will jump down. Can't believe I actually referenced Mario there. No, I didn't want to jump down, bloody hell. Did that take one life away from me? I think it did, instead of actually... Oh, and then I just got hit by that thing. Fortunately, you immediately continue the game from where you left off, so you don't actually lose any progress there. But... Oh, I'm almost there. There we go. It's not good because this guy still has 2 lives left. Yep, there we go. And now he's got shields again, and he's angry and nasty. Well, let's try to get this. That's a lot of bullets, and they don't actually... They don't actually fly in a straight line. Some of them sort of turn, if you can see that. And rotate, and everything. Now, the one thing that sort of bothers me is that, well, not really bothers, but it's just sort of funny. You're the boss's daughter. You're the god's daughter, right? But every little punk over here is bigger than you and seemingly more powerful than you. So the only thing that's really saving you is your agility and the ability to block some of the projectiles, like so, for example. So you can jump over them. And then like so. Now, just like the... oh, crap. Just like the dash, you have 2 of the energy things available, and they have to recharge, and I just fell off. Well, that was stupid of me, wasn't it? We can restart, which fortunately only places you at the beginning of the boss, not actually at the beginning of the entire chapter. Yeah. But there we go. I mean, it's difficult to say much more than this. As I said, the art style is interesting. I like the characters. Even though I'm not really a fan of anime style graphics. But there you go, a lot of people do, so that's good. The gameplay is quite fun, as I said. It might get a little stale, but I can't really judge what else comes over. What else is new in the game later on, because, well, there's only so many levels available, and I was holding W instead of actually pressing it to jump. That was silly. Alright, come on, let's charge this. There we go. So, if you do like bullet hells, and if you do like platformers, then this game will be for you. I have no extra information about the pricing of the game at this moment. I don't really think it's available on Steam. In fact, it's not even released yet. And as always, well, that was stupid, I will put all the relevant links and descriptions and everything into the description of this video for your perusal. Avoid that. And I have to go that way, actually. That was a very close call. A bit stupid. Smash him! Smashy, smash, smash. There we go. Yeah. So thank you for watching. This was MetalCanyon, and we have been looking at Isbarah. Die, you godless thing. You're not a god. Anyway, I will see you in the next preview. Bye-bye.